You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. State Police at Troop in Hazleton say one man is in custody after a stabbing incident earlier this month. 40-year-old Anthony Owens now faces aggravated and simple assault charges, among others. Troopers were called to the Red Roof Inn on Church Street Sunday to reports of a stabbing victim after an altercation between Owens and Shamil Ellis. 33-year-old Clinique Johnson told troopers she dated Owens in the past, but ended the relationship due to domestic violence issues. According to arrest papers, when Ellis left the room, Owens called Johnson from a blocked number and said he saw Ellis leaving the room. Johnson told Owens to leave them alone and stop calling her, but a few minutes later, Ellis returned with several stab wounds. Ellis was then flown to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley for treatment of his injuries. Owens faces aggravated assault, simple assault, and harassment. His bail was denied as he was considered a danger to society. The Pennsylvania Office of the Attorney General announcing a former Pennsylvania State Police corporal has been sentenced for charges related to stealing drugs from the evidence room. Former Pennsylvania State Police Corporal Brian Rickard has been sentenced to 6 to 24 months house arrest and 3 years probation, stemming from charges related to stealing drugs from an evidence room, ingesting them on the job, and using office computers to cover up the act. The investigation into his actions began in November of 2021 after investigators found Rickard in a compromised state at work and unable to function normally, and made a commotion when asked to go home. A fellow corporal entered Rickard's office following the incident and discovered empty heroin packets in the trash can alongside a crumpled evidence envelope. The sentencing comes after Rickard pleaded guilty to obstructing the administration of law, tampering with evidence, theft, and other related charges on June 20th, 2022. Dallas Township Police are seeking information regarding the owner of a vehicle they say is involved in a hit and run that occurred earlier this month. According to officials, around 11 a.m. September 10th, a newer model white Jeep Grand Cherokee was involved in a hit and run at the intersection of Campground Road and Upper DeMunds Road in Dallas Township. According to police, the suspect then fled the scene, striking several mailboxes along the way. The Jeep is said to also have ski racks on the roof, tinted windows, and black rims. Anyone with information or video surveillance of that area is asked to contact the Dallas Township Police Department at 570-674-2003 or to reach out to police on their Facebook page. Fire crews called out in one part of Luzerne County last night. It was around 9 in Hanover Township when they arrived and found flames at an apartment building on Boland Avenue. Initial reports say the fire started in a second-floor apartment and the building was left with heavy damage. One person got out okay. The cause of that fire still under investigation. September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and the Red Cross wants to emphasize the importance of meeting the needs to combat the most common inherited blood disorder in the U.S.
September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and the American Red Cross is putting an emphasis on the importance of having a diverse blood supply to help meet the needs of those with sickle cell disease, the most common inherited blood disorder in the United States. Sickle cell disease impacts more than 100,000 people across the country, majority of whom are from African descent. Regular blood transfusions are critical to managing extreme pain and life-threatening complications that are faced by many. The American Red Cross is working with partners in the Black community to grow the number of blood donors who are Black through the Sickle Cell Initiative, which launched in 2021. In September and October, the Red Cross launches Join by Blood, which is a fall component in which the Red Cross is teaming up with community organizations to host blood drives and inspire donors who are Black to give blood to support patients with sickle cell. The Red Cross is screening all blood, platelet, and plasma donations from self-identified African American donors for the sickle cell trait. This will provide Black donors with an additional health insight and also help the Red Cross find compatible blood types more quickly. Donors can expect to receive results within 1 to 2 weeks through the Red Cross Blood Donor app and through the online donor portal. Seasonal changes can trigger pain for those battling sickle cell, which can also increase the need for life-saving blood transfusions. As summer comes to a close, book a time to donate blood by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or by calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. As a thank you, all who come to give blood through September 18th will get an exclusive Red Cross t-shirt while supplies last. If interested in donating, simply download the American Red Cross Blood Donor app, visit redcrossblood.org, call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or enable the blood donor skill on any Alexa device to make an appointment or for more information. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Emily Allegrucci.
Coming up on WYLN News, nominations open up for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce 21st Annual Business and Community Awards. Plus, Lehigh Valley Health Network will be holding their second annual drive-through flu shot clinic in Hazleton. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
It's me again, LJ. I'm 9 years old and tomorrow will be rainy. Get your umbrellas out because it's about to get wet.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Front Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce is now seeking nominations for their 21st Annual Business and Community Awards. The awards are given each year in order to recognize individuals and businesses which help to promote and support the Greater Hazleton area. Nominations are being accepted for Small Business of the Year, Large Business of the Year, Rocco Colangelo Volunteer of the Year, Pride of Place, Charitable Organization of the Year, Healthy Workplace of the Year, and Young Entrepreneur of the Year. A business or individual may be nominated for an award, or they can nominate themselves. Once the nomination is received by the Chamber, the nominee will be notified and asked to complete an official application. All winners will be recognized at a special luncheon program held on Thursday, October 27th at the Pines Eatery and Spirits in downtown Hazleton. To nominate yourself or a third party and receive an application to complete, contact Leanne Fallible at the Chamber 570-455-1509 or lfallible@hazletonchamber.org. Completed applications must be received by Friday, October 7th. Following up after his visit to Nanticoke last week, Governor Tom Wolf announced $297,000 in new funding for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 163 Apprenticeship and Training Program. He visited Local 163 last week to tour the Learn While You Earn apprenticeship model. Through the funding award announced today, provided by Pennsylvania's Pre-Apprentice and Apprenticeship Grant Program, IBEW Local 163 will provide a 5-year apprenticeship program to 30 people from Bradford, Luzerne, Sullivan, and Wyoming counties to become qualified electrical workers. As an apprentice, participants will earn $13 to $27 an hour plus benefits. Upon completion of the program, as a qualified electrical worker wireman, participants can expect to earn at least $37 an hour plus benefits. For more information about the Pre-Apprentice and Apprenticeship Grant Program and other economic development programs, visit DCED's website. Lehigh Valley Health Network recently announced plans for its second annual Community Drive-Through Flu Shot Clinic in Hazleton. The free clinic will be held on Saturday, October 1st from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the Health and Wellness Center located at 50 Moisey Drive in Hazle Township. The seasonal flu vaccine is available for those aged 6 months and older. Flu vaccines are available for those 65 plus. Supplies are limited and will be provided on a first-come, first-served basis, and no registration is necessary. A drive-through clinic is a convenient way for people to get their flu shots. It provides an easy in and out process without the recipient ever having to leave their vehicle. A vaccine information statement and consent form are available at lvhn.org/flu shot, and you're asked to bring a completed and signed 2022-23 consent form for each individual receiving a flu shot. Those consent forms will be available at the event for those who do not have printing capabilities. Over $100,000 was raised from the second annual Independence Day charity event by the Paul and Lisa D'Angelo Family Foundation. The Fall Classic Invitational, presented by D'Angelo Contracting Services, will be distributed to local organizations and sports teams this Sunday. Donations of $55,000 will be distributed to 11 youth sports organizations, $30,000 to community autism programs, and $6,000 to the Disabled American Veterans. Various local youth groups will also receive $12,000. Funds raised at the Independence Day event were matched by the D'Angelo family. The presentation will be Sunday afternoon at 2 at City View Park. They're also announcing the third annual Independence Day event will be July 4th, 2023 at City View Park in Hazleton. Coming up on Partysville's News Choice, we discuss slowing down on those roads to save yourself and others on this community and you. Plus, Leading the Way, Part 3 with Robert Collado. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
Maylath Farm, located in the Sugarloaf Valley, devoted to agriculture and the environment. Maylath Farm is open 7 days a week. Visit the Maylath Farm store where they feature a variety of homegrown and homemade products. You'll find all of your fall favorites, apples, mums, and pumpkins, and a variety of fruit pies and baked goods. For the meat lover, you choose from a variety of farm fresh cuts from the butcher, steak, roast, ground beef, and more. Maylath beef is raised right on their farm. No steroids, no growth hormones, grass-fed, grain-finished. Maylath Farm, 608 Rockland Road in Sugarloaf. On the web at maylathfarm.com. Fresh from the Farm is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the midday WYLN News update, posted between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, the all-new emergency room at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is nearly double the size. Our updated facility features all private rooms, the latest technology, and a quicker, easier check-in process. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your partner in ER care.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns. Join myself and head football coach at Hazleton area, Dennis Bookman, for Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. We'll go over the past week's game with highlights, look ahead to a future opponent, and have a special guest from the Cougar football program, just like senior quarterback Tyler Wolf. Tyler, what do you have to say to send us out?
Go Cougars.
Sports Talk every week here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we have with us Master Trooper Deanna Pacansky from Troop P Wilkes-Barre. And we're on the roads. Everybody's on the road all the time. And we got to get someplace. We got to get there now. You're going to tell me to slow down, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to tell you to slow down, take your time. Give yourself a couple extra minutes to get where it is that you're going, because there's a lot of traffic on the road. Everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere in a hurry, and they're going to get there unless they crash, if they hit somebody. You're traveling, you don't know if your tire's going to go flat. And if you're speeding, your car's going to go out of control. Be careful changing lanes. Use your turn signals to go from one lane to the other. Pay attention if there's somebody broken down on the highway. If you can't get in the other lane to get away from them, slow down. Go 20 miles below the speed limit until you pass them, then you can pick up your speed again. And we certainly want you wearing your seatbelts. So wear your seatbelts, have your kids fastened in their safety seats, their booster seats or their car seats, so that they're safe as well in the vehicle.
And when we're talking about speeding, a lot of times that is going to create issues, and we have road rage.
Yes. People get behind the wheel and they're angry. This one got in front of me, or they jammed their brakes on. Well, people get nervous. They're driving, they see somebody all of a sudden on their tail of their vehicle, they get nervous, so they're going to put their brakes on. Just drive the speed limit, be aware of your surroundings, be careful, be courteous, be a courteous driver. Drive the way you would, you want other people to drive, so you're safe and your family members are safe.
And again, when we're talking about speeding, interstates, And interstates can really get to be a race.
Yes, yes.
So-
And the speed limits are higher generally on the interstate, so people are going faster. They're generally going 5, 10, 15, 20 miles over the speed limit, what it is. But you want to be careful. You want to check, make sure your vehicles are safe. As I said, make sure your tires are inflated properly. Use your turn signals. Make sure your lights work on your vehicles. Make sure you have gas in your car. Don't be distracted. Don't be on the cell phone. Don't be looking in the back of the car yelling at the kids. If you have to do something, pull over so your attention is on that and not your driving. Don't be eating. Don't be wearing makeup, putting your makeup on, I should say. We've seen people shaving. Don't do all the distracting. You want your hands on the wheel and you want to be paying attention so you can drive safely.
Shaving?
Shaving, putting mascara on.
Oh.
Poking himself in the eye.
Yeah, not good.
Don't drive with your animal, your dog or your cat on your lap. That's a no. Would you drive with a person on your lap? No. People have their little dogs on their laps when they're driving. What if you have to jam your brakes on, or the dog all of a sudden jumps off, goes under your feet, or you're distracted and then the car goes off the road? So driving should be the main thing on your mind when you're behind the wheel.
Good advice. Trooper Deanna Pacansky from Troop P Wilkes-Barre always has good advice when she joins us here on Community and You.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Memberships are available at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. The new upgrades will leave you with a distinctive and unique experience unlike any other venue in Northeast PA. Call Frank Gradis 570-233-5328. Email vccpro@thevalleycountryclub.com.
Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Robert Collado is leading the way into part 3 of this week's series. Welcome to Leading the Way. This week we are spending it with Robert Collado, and he is the Main Street Coordinator for the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. And Robert, you should be a travel agent, at least for the South America, because you've been there. You were on a mission with the Mormons.
That's right.
And you learned so much. So now here you are, and you're in another place, and you're going around, and you're trying to get the church started in different areas. Now what?
Well, after all of those travelings and all of those experiences that I live in South America, I think that prepared me to be, who I am today. And, what takes me actually to here, to Hazleton, it was the same thing. I was always working together with non-profit organizations that were being supported by the church on Utah. So I actually have a good friend that have a non-profit organization in Hazleton. So that's how I get to be here. And then after, learning more about the community, I decide to stay. And I always say that I come directly from the Dominican Republic here to Hazleton. So I don't get to experience living on a big city like New York or on another city. But I came here to serve as part of a mission with dentists. And then as part of that mission, I decided to stay, and here I am.
Wow. So you only had one friend here when you moved here?
One friend. He was a dentist here in Hazleton. His office is no longer here, but he was basically working here. So he was contacting us to see if we can come here to assist them with dentist clinics for free for people of which don't have the income to pay for dental services. So I basically was helping them on that.
So now here you are in Hazleton, and again, you're someplace where, just like in all of the other places, you were basically by yourself.
That's
so
right.
You didn't have family, or you didn't have anybody who you could, other than the people that you started to meet.
That's right.
Now here you are in Hazleton, again, by yourself. Your friend has left. What were you doing?
Well, after that happened, I get to know my actual spouse. So I get married here in Hazleton.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think I was one of the first Latin American persons that get married here in the City Hall of Hazleton. It was with the Major Janucci, I think is his last name.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice experience. So I think that's basically what it's helping me staying here, because I start, growing up my family here in Hazleton.
Well, there you go. See, you didn't know, and you didn't know when you were down in South America that little did you know you were going to come to Hazleton and have another wonderful experience.
That's right, and I didn't know even how to pronounce Hazleton, so that's something that definitely that I love to be part of, and I always saying that I feel like I'm from Hazleton. Like everyone that I know, I always tell them I live in Hazleton, and I'm so proud to be able to be here and to continue living this experience with everyone.
Well, we're not done with you yet, because now we have to find out how he got to be the Main Street coordinator. That's coming up tomorrow on Leading the Way. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.